Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. We've already got the week already underway. Put up the poll. I asked. You decided. So let's head in. Was surprised to see I put a couple options up there. Was not expecting the result that I did with Old Gold Power Plant being the one that won out. So here's where we'll be for the week. Let's head into sleep research first and take care of that, and then we'll get the week started like usual. Alright, session 747. Not as much sleep, but still over the 8.5, so a full 100 sleep score there. A little bit of dozing sleep. I wasn't feeling super hot at that hour. I do remember being a little tossy-turny. But looks like a majority snoozing. 6% more than my historical average. And this will be winding out last week. $194 million drowsy power. A little bit of everything. Nice spread there. So let's see who's at camp. Clefairy atop belly. That's interesting. It's not good sleep day yet. Growlithe, Eevee, Torchic, Diglett, Quilava, Arcanine, and Cyndaquil. Well, at least there's a new sleep style there. So it looks like Arcanine is the big one for this sleep research. Nice modest amount of XP and Dream Shards. Belly up sleep. Oh, this is my first Arcanine. When it feels it's found a supremely comfortable sleeping spot, Arcanine apparently sleeps just like an innocent child. You could never expect the pose given Arcanine's usual proud and regal appearance. And there we have it. The belly up like a big old doggo. It's cute. Alright, is anyone hungry? Wow, lots of hungry Pokemon. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what we've got cooking for the gift. 15 diamonds. Alright, almost back above 3,000. Normally I'd say I would have gone for the Torchic, but the Arcanine's hungry. And I don't already have one caught. So I'm going to feed it on the chance of a... Was hoping for a critical catch. That'd have been a nice send-off. It's not enough to take it home on its own, but it is enough to get a little bit more than halfway. Everything else I've got good lead on. I'm pretty happy with it. I could take the Growlithe home, but I'm not really looking for one. Eevee and Torchic would also be good opportunities, but you know what? I'm just gonna hold on to my biscuits. Sometimes I'm just gonna have to be a little bit stingier this week. But I believe Growlithe candy has been shared quite enough. I will share out the Torchic instead, just to get a little bit more of that out there for my research community. But yeah, with that, caught up on the rest of last week. Was an S ranking week. Got the 6 handy candies for it. Made sure to check before I decided what research site to go to see what the results of the poll were. So I saw that as Old Gold Power Plant at the time that I checked this morning at 7 a.m. my time. See where things were. And we also got desserts and drinks for this week. So right now I'm just electing to go with the Early Bird Coffee Jelly. I'm just about ready to try starting to do the Tea Time Corn Scones once I get Crocolore with a little bit more inventory and collecting a little bit better, because it's not at 20 apples a pop. My current one is not getting enough to meet that, let alone Zing Zap Spiced Cola. But I don't have the pot space for that this week. So that all worked out pretty well. And looking at this week's missions, our Master 3 Incenses Grubbin. That's good. I'm still looking for a Mushroom Grubbin. Everything else pretty standard fare. Favored berries, regular berries, cook, stick to bedtime on time. And we do have a use candies task for this week. So there are a couple of candidates on both of the XP teams I've got squared away. This may be a good opportunity to invest in Crocolore some more, to maybe get that to Skeledirge. Maybe this might be the time to just do that and get that last bump in inventory capacity. Do we have any news? No. I has gifts. I know what these gifts is because of my credit card statement. It is time for the annual monthly pass. I did get re-upped because now that we are in the anniversary, this was the time that I decided, hey, I'm going to start doing the doing premium pass. So get a good camp ticket back as well as 1,000 sleep points. So that'll be good. Helpful to get some more of those biscuits when I'm ready for them. Community. How are you all doing? 48 reports. Very nice. Usually these evening reports are very jam-packed, so thank you everyone for getting your sleep research in today. And I have not talked long enough to actually, this has been the first time in a bit that I've actually had an early started day where I'm back before 6 p.m. One of the other reasons that I decided to do a triple ingredient dish for this week is also to help build up some additional ingredients triggers and stock up on some other stuff, since I didn't fully recover from last week's kind of more gentle recovery week. All right. Well, I'll let Snorlax munch on those berries. I want to actually take a moment and see. Oh, that's the Lapis Lake site. I need to go in that direction. So, definitely a couple of ingredient candidates there. Less so Sausage Charmander, I feel like. Aggron has got that blocked. But yeah, Crocolore is definitely a good candidate. And getting it to 50 will get that inventory capacity up. Right now it doesn't have ingredient finding. This was just kind of the... I know that I maybe should probably look for a different one that's got ingredient finding a little bit sooner, that it just isn't part of its nature. But at least once I get 50, that's at least... hasn't actually, for the most part, been a problem of it finding enough of the ingredients. It's holding on to them and me not checking the game frequently enough. So I think getting that getting 50 is going to be the big difference. And I'm already at a space where I can get that to Skeledirge. And for this week, that would be helpful of having Ghost Berries on Old Gold Power Plant. Right? Or am I just wildly speculating again on information that I'm trying to remember off the top of my head? No. Blueberries, yeah. So, Skeledirge would be beneficial for Old Gold Power Plant. So, went in the wrong direction again. Let's see. Oh, not bad. That's only 40,000 Dream Shards. We get Crocodile to just shy of 40. So, yeah, there's the investment for the week. When we get to Mini Candy Boost next week, probably Geodude instead. I really want to get those soybeans squared away. But there's a whole bunch of good stuff that I can be investing in. That's really now, it's just a matter of building the resources and just having a good opportunity. But at least for now, still not quite there as far as what I need. Well, y'all let me know. Should I? Shouldn't I? Would it be worthwhile evolving the Crocalor now and switching over to Tea Time Corn Scones? Should I just sit and bide my time and work with what goes well? Because that would be certainly more relaxing for me to just stick with this already pretty well polished team for a 3-ingredient dish and just kind of enjoying that for this week. But I'm happy to hear what y'all have to say. I value your opinion. And we are ready for dinner promptly at 6 o'clock. Do I have all the ingredients that I need? Yes. Wonderful. That's a good thing with all of these ingredient magnet Pokemon. Blastoise and Venusaur are good at their job. We got a little bit of soybeans. Yeah, we can use those. It's really the apples that I'd want to hold on to in case I do decide to switch midweek. No extra tasty. I still got a little bit to go on the early bird coffee jelly. Just 400,000. Which I could get through this week. That could be another, little mini task, is to finish getting that completely leveled out. All right, and that's going to put us into Grade 1. Making, some pretty decent progress through today. The first week I've had with full area bonus for Old Gold Power Plants, so this should be a relatively smooth week as far as the last bit of percentages. I'm getting the best bonuses that I possibly can. And the last thing that I'll check for today, since it is the beginning of the week and things were relatively calm and quiet through this morning's sleep research, is to get some ribbon checks. Just in case anything has come through. I should be committing to getting this done at least once a week, and doing so while I'm on here helps to keep me accountable. I like to think of myself as a task-oriented person, but sometimes these things just slip my mind, and remembering to do it while I'm talking with all of you helps to keep that happening regularly. I don't believe... Yep, we got no other rank ups for this week. Oh well. We'll get some more time on the team that's already out there. Maybe we'll switch gears after I build up a good, healthy amount of backstock of apples, thanks to Sleep Hat, Pikachu, and Dedenne. Just passively building some of that up. But with that, that is what I have for today. Thanks so much for responding to the polls. I was surprised with the amount of responses, so I do appreciate that. Thank you for making your voice heard. And I will see you back tomorrow afternoon. Again, it's another early morning for me. So we'll check back in another 24 hours and see how things have got on. But until then, sleep well.